Welcome back to Momentous Struggle, a Star Wars Shatterpoint and Legion and Star Wars Unlimited and other tabletop war games, I suppose, podcast. Oh no, everyone, look out. It's not Todd. It's me.
Todd here.
Yeah, and there's definitely no Todd because I've brought an entirely different person on. Dun dun dun. This is the podcast where the pigeons are made up and the points don't matter. So look out. So today with me instead of Todd, because Todd had to go and break his car in Blanding, Utah, which if you didn't know, that was a place that existed. So did most of the planet. So. Instead, I have with me Andrew, who was there for the event. How you doing, Andrew?
I was. Hey, Aubrey, how's it going, man? Long time no talk to you.
I know. So, dear listeners, we went directly from a Shatterpoint event to driving home to Andrew being the five if you count Todd. Technically, I did ask Todd if he wanted to be on his own podcast, and he was a little done.
Yeah, no, I don't blame him. Like, it's a lot of crap right now I've got to deal with. It sucks.
Yeah. And to be fair, one of the people could have recorded, but they were going to have to record a little bit later, and you offered Andrew, so thank you for saving me.
I had nothing going on tonight. I was just going to come back home and probably hobby some more anyway, so all good.
Hey,
good.
There you go. Well, that's a good segue. That's a good segue. So Andrew, we know you. You're one of the locals in our Shatterpoint community. But why don't you introduce yourself to the listeners in case they don't know who the great Chimichanga is? Huh?
Sure. Yeah, man. I'm Andrew. On Discord it's Chimichangas and then my name. I've been in this community for a couple years now. It's been awesome. Haven't had a ton of tabletop board gaming experience before this, so a lot of this was all brand new to me a couple years ago. I played mostly card games growing up. So most of my life was mostly just the TCGs. That was it. I played a little bit of Warhammer a couple times, but nothing. Never really played a lot of it or got into any type of, going to the stores and stuff like that, anything with it. It was just a couple friends and that was it. But yeah, since been going here with, it started with X-Wing initially, and then got into a little bit of MCP and then Shatterpoint, and Shatterpoint quickly became my favorite of the games, so I just went super hard into that and been playing that ever since, so... that's been a lot of fun. Just this whole community has been a blast. Been as about the content as I could be for the last couple of years. So it's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, I feel that. I feel I feel bad. I know Accuser's now dealing with. He's the only Shatterpoint player in the new place he just moved to, and so he's gonna have to build it from the ground up. And I feel lucky. We're good. Now wait, I gotta back up though. Which card games we talking about? I was a TCG player for decades.
Pokemon was the main. I mean, I was the one that started it all probably in 97. I was 6th grade, I think, when that came out. We started getting them.
Okay.
Started going to Toys R Us for a little league, getting badges and stuff way back in the day. So I played that a lot, and various Dragon Ball card games. There's an old Dragon Ball Z one.
Yeah,
that was a while. I had a little sword that came out.
Right, with the little sword tracker,
the little
for
rage
your power
sword.
levels.
Yeah, I played that one for a while. I think I got a couple autographs from doing that, the voice actor of Cell and Boo. I think we met one a long time ago. We were at a pre-release event, and they were at there, so we got signed stuff from them. And then when the Super one came out several years ago, we played that a little bit. A little Yu-Gi-Oh, various Digimon, just the various ones. Not a ton of Magic though. I know that was your big one. But I never played a lot of Magic. I played some of the video game versions of it. Over the year, Pathfinder, whatever they were called,
Duels of the Planeswalker
or Planeswalkers,
and,
some of that stuff. I played a little bit of that. But that was much about for Magic until all this Commanders stuff came out, and like I don't know, I have the Lord of the Rings Commander decks, but again, barely played a couple before I started. Just that's why, yeah. Then I just forsaked it. It was like, I'm moving on. We're getting into back to board gaming. That's what I always wanted to do, and just like could never get my friends to like really get serious into it. So yeah, I just started making my own. I just started meeting my own people like Gamers Guild and stuff like that. So like, and then yeah, I haven't been happier. Like it's been better with the wargaming.
All right, man. Wait, so you just jumped into the community completely blind. You didn't have a Todd dragging you in, huh?
No, because we were going to Gamers Guild a little bit playing Pokemon, like, because most of it we were doing, like, most of my life we would just kind of play casually. Like, the most events we would go to would be, like, pre-releases. But then, like, I think it was, like, Scarlet and Violet came out, and we were like, you know what? Like, a friend of mine was like, let's actually start playing, like, let's, like, go to events. Like, start seeing what the competitive scene is in Pokemon.
Okay,
so, like, we started doing that, and, like, right away I was like, man, you're just playing the same decks over and over again. It's like you're playing the meta. It's just like... Then you get a bunch of, like, salty, sweaty, competitive people, and it was like, dude, it started getting old real quick, at least for me. So, like, but we were going, but then while we were at Gamers Guild, like, we'd be playing back there, and you'd see all the tabletop going, and then I figured I was like, oh, they have, like, ambassadors for games and stuff like that, and, like, they had a Discord, like, you could reach out on the Discord channel. And that's when I decided. I was like, you know what, I'm just going to start reaching out myself to, like... I think because X-Wing was the first time, like, I've never been, like, an artist or, like, anything like that, so, like, painting was always it would always, like, kept me away from doing, it's like, I hated painting. I didn't want to paint. Like, I don't mind assembling models. I'll do that all day long. Like, I like putting things together. Sure, but, like, painting was, like, ugh. So I went to X-Wing, it's like, oh, you don't have to paint. These are already it's, like, the only one where it's, like, they're, like, pre-painted.
Okay,
like,
all right.
Yeah, so that's when I got into, like, I met with, like, John Gardner. He was, like, the ambassador for X-Wing. But he plays Shatterpoint and MCP, stuff like that, too. But, yeah, so I got into with his group, and then I just, I don't know. I kind of worked my way into the community.
All right. So X-Wing was the gateway drug. That seemed to be true for a lot of people. Yeah, especially, man, the timing, though, wasn't that right?
Because it was, when Shatterpoint came out, and I was looking at Shatterpoint, like, initially. Like, I was, because it was super new, and I was looking at it, I was like, oh, it looks cool, but it's like, oh, but you gotta paint them, and stuff like, it's like, there's one of those, and I was like, alright, I'll hold off, we'll go into the X-Wings, you don't have to paint those. And then the announcement came out where that was going away, but at the same time, and then they revealed Thrawn is coming out into Shatterpoint, and I was like, okay, that's one of my favorite Star Wars characters. I was like, I'm gonna go into Shatterpoint now because I want to play Thrawn. And
nice. Yeah. Oh, okay. All right. So all right. Did you? Because I don't know who listens to all the episodes or who was listening when or whatever. Have you ever heard the story of how I learned about tabletop wargaming, how I bought my box of Shatterpoint and brought it home?
I probably have. I've been listening for a while, so I'm sure I've heard it.
Well, the short version, because a lot of people have heard it already, but the short version is I knew nothing about tabletop wargaming. Full stop. I knew nothing. I just knew I saw people looking at their models and like playing the game, and I'd walk by on my way to the TCG tables, and I'm like, okay, whatever. And like I could tell it was obsessive and a lot of work and extra over the top, and I was like, no. Like Todd and others tried to get me to play for years and years and years. I'm like, no. I have one game. I can afford one game, and then I couldn't afford Magic anymore. I'm like, no. But I got super excited. I played like one game with Todd, and then I was like, you know what, this is really cool. I'm gonna go buy the core set and like Dooku and Obi-Wan. I'm gonna bring them home. I bring them home. I open the box. I only know board games, so I was expecting there to be like little plastic like inserts or whatever with like the minis like in there.
Yeah.
And instead it's a pile of sprues.
Oh, you gotta assemble,
I called Todd, and I was like, Todd, what did you get me into? Where are my minis?
You gotta put them together.
And he just started laughing, and he's like, the instructions are online, you have to assemble them. And I'm like, what? He was like, do you have plastic glue? And I'm like, what's that? Like, I had to go back to this, because I think I got him at Gamers Guild Tempe, I think is where, or maybe it was Tabletop War Gamers. I don't know, one of those two stores. Because they were hard to find. You couldn't find the core set because it had just come out.
Okay,
And
yep, sure.
So, because I went to Imperial Outpost didn't have any. So like I had gone to a few places. I think I ended up at Tabletop War Gamers. So then I had to go back to one of the stores and be like, all right, I need plastic glue. I don't know what that even means. Like, and they hand me like a bottle of stuff, and I'm like, what have I gotten into?
Yeah. It's crazy. Yeah. It was fun. I mean, I kind of did the same. Like Todd mostly did. I mean, I know I had one game with Booker. Like I did, like met with his like learn to play day, and then from there, that's when I bought the core set and like, a bunch like as much Empire styles. Like I knew I was just gonna play Empire because I knew Thrawn was coming out, so I bought most of the Empire boxes initially.
Nice.
And then I immediately did like a Saturday tournament right after that. And I know, like, Todd was one of my opponents that day, and he just basically instructed me how to beat him in that game. That was, like, how that went.
I remember...
I think he's told the story
that.
before. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that remains the only time I think I've played Todd. Like, it's still the one and only time. We never get matched up, ever. Like, in the tournaments that he actually plays in. I know he...
Right, the problem is he runs most of the events, so...
Yeah. But the ones he actually does play in, we just never get paired up in. So that initial tournament, that's still the only time I've ever played Todd. Like, in a game of Shatterpoint. But, yeah, just basically just taught me how to beat him in that tournament. And that was, yeah.
Very cool, very cool. All right. So I get it. And I was a card game dabbler too. I played all kinds of stuff. I still teach Pokemon. Well, I don't teach it at my current library, but I've taught Pokemon at a lot of other libraries. I don't play. I bought Sword or Shield. I don't remember which one, and I never actually finished the game. And I was like, okay, I guess I'm aging out of Pokemon because I didn't even like finish it. I was like,
I've been like that too with the video game versions. Like, this one they're not. Yeah, they run that course, kind of.
Yeah, it's good for me.
It's fun playing with my niece and nephew now. I try to get them in. I use the games to like get them into them now. That's more fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, all right. So now we've kind of got your history, Andrew.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. Let's see. Okay, here's a good follow-up question to all of that. So you tried MCP. You were playing X-Wing. So tell me, why Shatterpoint? Why Star Wars? Why? What's the story there?
Star Wars has been like probably my top favorite franchises of all. I mean, love Star Wars. It's top one franchises. But the thing, so I wasn't MCP. I liked the game. I just I like playing it casually. Like I don't like going to events since I don't know. I'm not a big tournament for that one because that game it gets I don't know. Either I'm okay at it. Like I'm not as good at it. And then like X-Wing, I played a couple tournaments with X-Wing before that. Like I think I did one GT and like maybe one other event. But then when I got into like that first tournament with Shatterpoint, it was clicking more. And the more I was playing Shatterpoint, the game it clicked more with me than the other ones did. And I had a lot of good early success. Like that very first GT I played at the grand opening for the North Phoenix store. Like I finished third in that one. Like it was my first GT ever in Shatterpoint. I made the top 8 again, and I finished like third in that one. So like something about Shatterpoint just clicks better. So it like quickly became just my favorite game to play competitively. It's just the way it's designed. It feels like you always have it, even if you're not like the top level. Like right, like you still kind of always have like a chance as long as you as long as you know what's going on. Like you have a fighting chance on everything. So. That's why Shatterpoint just it's like my favorite game to play, like at least in the competitive, like going to tournaments and events and stuff. Like nothing else that I've found so far is like really compared like that. You have to either to really find success in all the other ones, you have to be like that top, that top tier thing, or just get super lucky. But yeah, but so I don't know. I keep finding like pretty good success with Shatterpoint. Like I went to Adepticon the first time this past one. That hadn't pre-qualified before, but then made the qualifiers. I got to play in the Worlds tournament, my very first time at Adepticon. Like, what other game? Like another game, that probably not going to happen in any of the other ones. Like, so that's why I love Shatterpoint. It's just, I don't know, something about the way it's designed, that good balance, that back and forth. And you're playing a lot of your favorite characters. Like, I don't know, it's the perfect game. Like, so yeah.
Hey, no, I get it, because I've tried. So I started with Shatterpoint, and I love Star Wars. Obviously, yeah. I mean, those of you listeners, I'm pointing at my books. You've heard me talk about it enough. Yeah. I love Star Wars, but there is something where I have found, as I've tried different games. Like I've tried MCP. I've tried Malediction. I'm planning on trying Trench Crusade. Like I'm trying other stuff. I went through like half of a demo of the StarCraft game as it just came out. I played Legion. Like I've been doing this, but every time I always end up going back to Shatterpoint. Not saying any of those are bad games. Not
100%. Yeah.
Anybody's yum, but I think like the one that's clicked with me the most besides Shatterpoint was Malediction. And Malediction has a deck building component.
Yeah.
And Shatterpoint has. Yeah, right. And then
best of both worlds type of thing. Yeah.
Yeah, has the order decks. You see where I'm going, right? Best of both worlds. And so I think there's something where the intersection between tabletop wargaming and the cards.
Yeah.
Do something for me. Like, as soon as you make me pick all of the turns and all of the orders and all of the things, my brain's like, no, that's too much information.
It's too much, right? You got your roster of 10, and then you got to figure out which of those 10 you're going to bring in, and it's like and then you got to find out what they're potentially bringing, and then you got a million tactics cards you got to choose on that, and it's a lot, and all of a sudden you could be you're screwed turn 0 and you don't even know it. Sometimes, like with MCP. Sometimes, like,
yeah.
I'll have to try Malediction though. I haven't tried that yet. It seems cool.
So I know you didn't play a lot of Magic. I get that, but it is literally tabletop wargaming meets Magic.
Yeah, it seems cool.
It's. I'm working on terrain and stuff for that. So, but if I keep talking about Malediction, the Shatterpoint players are gonna leave. So it's fine. Right. It's fine. But like even like some stuff is very daunting. So like Legion, I don't understand list building yet. Like just full stop. I don't know what's going on there.
I still have yet to play like a full 1,000 point. I don't even. Played a couple 600-point games. That's about it.
Right, exactly. And then, like, Trench Crusade, you have your units, and they do what they do, but then, like, in that game, there's a bunch of upgrades. Like, you're given a pool of money, and then you, like, buy upgrades. So, like, part of your... like, most games have, like, point cost and point values, same as our squad points. But in Trench Crusade, it's not even just the mini, and this is what the mini does. You can give them different equipment to, like, change the model. So, like, I could be attacking, like, your Count Dooku, let's say, but your Count Dooku has a super fancy lightsaber, and, like, it's different from, like, Chris's Count Dooku, and I'm like, wait, what? I'm like, what? No. I thought this game was gonna be simple, and then Z starts explaining it to me, and I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Shatterpoint keeps it nice and sweet.
Yeah, nice and it does. I agree.
So I think that's a good segue. They want us to talk about Shatterpoint. So Andrew, what did we do today? As of several hours ago.
Yeah, we had a nice little casual event at Gamers Guild. It was fun. It was just the four of us came out, but that was, we made it work. It was still a good little thing. But yeah, you set up a good little cool event, like this World Between Worlds, alternate play style. Like, I thought it was fun. It made list building a little fun. So you want to, it was you made it up. You want to explain your premise or?
Sure.
Yep.
So World Between Worlds is an event where all I did was remove the unique unit tag restriction and the era restriction from list building, meaning you could bring multiple Ahsokas, you could bring Anakin and Vader, you did not have to be restricted by that. And then, like, for example, with my list, I played Ahsoka, Jedi. I played all three Ahsokas, so Ahsoka 1, 2, and 3, and I put Rex and the 501st with Ahsoka Fulcrum because I could. I even played a point down because I was like, why not? I don't care. I want to play with those. And so I played with them, and the 212th was the other support. But the idea was I got to play all Ahsokas, there's no restrictions, and I basically just used Fulcrum Ahsoka as a lever to pry open some wounds while I had mostly Galactic Republic synergies going on.
Yep.
So that's the idea. Andrew, what did you play?
Yeah. So, well, because I'm a big Empire guy, if you haven't talking about, usually we're rock a bunch of Empire stuff. So I kept it going, but unfortunately with that, you can't play all three of the Vaders because both primary Vaders are 7-point cost, so you couldn't bring Vader 3 in with any of those two. So I had to change it up a little bit. On our drive back from Blanding, Utah, or whatever, or after our thing, we couldn't get to Denver. That whole debacle, like we were talking about on the way back, like Austin and I, Dane's brother, us and Todd, we were all just talking about what we can do. So we were seeing the best way to do like how multiple Vaders or whatever. So Austin was talking about one, you could do either Anakin, Vader 1, and then otherwise you can do like Moff, Vader 1, and bring like Vader 3 under that. And I was like, all right. It's like, well, which one do you want to do? I'll do the other one. So like Austin was like, all right, I'll do the Anakin Vader list. So he put his together. Like, cool. I'll do Moff. I'll do Moff, Gideon, Vader 1, and we'll throw Vader 3 under Moff. And then so what did I do? I did Moff, Vader 3, ISB, I think, and then I put Vader 1. What did I do? Who was my second? Death Trooper Escort, DTE, and then the Padawans under. Yep. So I did that. I didn't have my Padawans painted, so I painted those up yesterday. I stole Austin.
You did that yesterday?
Yeah, I painted them yesterday. So I didn't have my Padawans painted. And Austin was saying, "It's like, oh wait, but I've got mine all painted like little Sith Padawans." I was like, "Oh cool, I'll take this." Oh wait, but I'm using them under my thing. I was like, "All right, well I guess I gotta paint mine." So I did. I painted them both yesterday, and I stole his idea, and I just painted them like little Sith younglings instead.
The Sithawans.
Sithawans, yeah. But I put that together, so I mean, it was still fun. I don't know. It was okay. It was all right. It was running all right in our game. I know we were, it was you and me, first round, which like it was going great for initially.
Yeah. We let's see. So we talked about everybody else's list.
Sure.
Let's talk about Scotch Teas, and then we'll our round, because that was let's see. So he was running Ahsoka because basically you all went Vader and Ahsoka. Okay, I guess they must be popular characters, right?
Yeah, I guess because he had Fulcrum too, right? You both had Fulcrum.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember what the rest of his list was.
So he had Fulcrum. Let's see, what was it? Fulcrum, Anakin, right?
Yeah, no, and then was he?
Did he, no, because he didn't play Anakin into me the game 2, right? Or did he?
And that's okay.
Remember.
We'll move on.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh,
Scott,
yeah, he had,
Scott,
he had
can you tell
Boba
us-
Fett in there. Like, he had...
Oh, right. He was playing, his was all over the place. He
Yeah,
wasn't using the unique... He wasn't using the
He really
unique
went
tag.
with the whole
He was-
cross era type thing. He went like his
Yeah,
era,
he
so it
went
was all over
cross
the
era on us.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just went with good stuff from all over the place. So wasn't it like Crosshair and Boba Fett and...
I don't even know if he had Crosshair in the actual tournament. Because I know we played Battle of the
no,
Sand. That's pushing
that was
it.
later.
Right, it was later. But
Okay, never mind. We'll move on. So
yeah,
let's talk about our round because
Sure.
that went a little sideways.
I did.
Little
You,
sideways.
you all brought strategic positions. All three of you did. Honestly, I was gonna do the same too. I was just like, but I had never tell on me, and I was like, I was too lazy to swap out the cards, so I just brought never tell with me anyway. But it doesn't matter. I didn't win prio in it all day anyway, so whatever. We played strategic, which is fine. Honestly, I wanted to play strategic anyway.
My list wasn't even really that good on strategic. I just you couldn't tell from how it performed. But I just wanted practice. I have not gotten a lot of reps on it yet, and I wanted to get some more reps on it.
Yeah, same. Yep. Yeah, because I keep forgetting the whole initial thing with on the non-active objectives you can do, especially in Struggle 2 and 3, where you can actually do things like if your guys are not on active objectives. I'm forgetting that all the time.
Yeah,
like
I kept
you
trying
potentially dashing or get impact, focus, whatever.
Yeah, I kept trying to track it, and my brain was not keeping it. Definitely still more reps.
But yeah, no, I think we had like your typical Struggle 1 in that where you're kind of fighting over the 3 mostly objectives. So like we had a kind of like a drawn out Struggle 1, which I think eventually I took. And then like with Struggle 2 happened, it was like, oh man, it was like perfect for me. It was like the layout was like perfect.
Oh,
like
that
this
flop
is
was...
like, yeah. It just had to where all my stuff was like, nope.
So I know you. So you ran to the bathroom, and so I had a little bit extra time to look at that. And I will tell you, Andrew, both options were bad for me.
Yeah.
Both were bad. You were gonna have 2 objectives to my either 1 or 0, no matter which side I flipped. And we gotta back up. No, Struggle 1, it felt like I was just behind the whole time. Like you stayed in the driver's seat, and this is a thing. I'll talk about this more when I get into my second round game, talking about the one with Austin. But I need more reps on strategic positions because I feel like I keep getting the map layout where it's like heavily skewed to one side of the board, and you have to activate
it's
everything.
Like the moon or half moon type one or something. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and so it felt like you have to spend multiple activations just like getting into position.
Yeah.
And so I gotta get used to that. That was very different. So I kind of felt like I was on the back foot because you were able to kind of run up and take control of points, and then I was trying to take them back. It wasn't working. You win the struggle. You get an amazing flop. I'm sitting there going, I'm just gonna lose. I'm just gonna lose right now because you activate and you took all 4 points.
Yeah. Initially,
you scored 5.
Because you did something. It would have been your turn first, right? So you managed to get something, I don't remember, but then it was easy for me to just then boom take 4 or whatever.
Yeah, because I think I was only able to take 1 objective because I think I reserved and then flip and then like the flip was bad too, and I'm like, oh well, this is just over. Andrew's gonna win. I'm just gonna take 1 and then he's gonna score 5 and then I'm not gonna win, and then. The flips had to be, like, I look at the board and I'm like, well, the only way I'm going to win after this, because it was a fresh order, I think after that was a fresh order deck. I was like, the only way I'm going to win is if I draw a support right now. And then I flip, and I pull, I think, my 501st that were
One of the
wounded,
two,
or
yeah.
some one of the two, and I was like, oh, okay. So I move him, and I take 2 points from you.
Yeah.
Then it was the only way that I lose is if you pull one of your primaries. And what happens, Andrew?
Pull a primary. Yep.
And you reserved that primary, and what did you get after that?
The other one.
The other primary.
Yeah.
And I went, oh, because I had
all
condition,
right.
because like even though I was very much losing, I had managed to condition stack both Vader and Gideon, and they weren't great activations, but everybody else would have been fine. Like basically anybody else would have been fine. And then that happened, and I'm like, oh, okay, I have a chance. And then I flip over my other support, and I'm like, oh, I can take the other objectives back too. Okay, so then.
Yeah, it just turned what would have been a really quick struggle 2 into another slog of another struggle.
Yeah.
And it's like, so that's what we can do.
Yeah, then it took us all the way into mission. We were basically all the way into mission critical. Still not done with struggle 2. I finally managed to. I don't know what was it. Maybe 5-10 minutes before the end of the round. I actually end up winning the struggle. Oh no, that's right. I win the struggle.
You win the struggle as time hit.
As time hit.
Oh,
that's right. So then we had to go off of. So then we had to go off of wounds.
In which you had it.
It had been bloody, but I think I had you down like to 1. Like
because I was a lot of my time, like throughout the game, I had to back off wounding a lot just because of your Jedi No More was just in a good spot to where, well, if I wound here, she's gonna screw crap up. Like I can't. So I had to back off wounding like at least a couple times in our game, just to keep it going. But that's what happens when you play against revenge stuff. You just.
No, Ahsoka Jedi No More was my MVP.
Especially her, because when you're taking a full-on attack,
right? Yeah, no, it was very good. So, all right, so I finished, and then now you're playing against Scotch T. I'm playing against Dane's
Austin.
brother.
Yep.
Do you wanna talk about your game first?
Yeah, I mean, the other game I think was more straightforward. Same thing. We ended up playing. He got the same thing. He won the prios. Played strategic positions. Great. We played the same board, and then I'm on the crappy side for that one. Was you? Yeah. It was just the deployment's rough on that board, but whatever. And then it was kind of the same. It was almost the same thing. First struggle, we kind of had a bit of a thing, but I took the struggle 1 again. Just same, similar stuff, just taking it out, and then I think struggle 2 again. It wasn't anything super. Oh, the one funny thing about our game actually was it was to win struggle 1. So I think he had Vader 1 wounded, and then I had pulled him out. So he had a fresh Vader 1. Went up to he had Maul like slowly on 1 objective, I think just with 1 damage on him. So I just like, you know what? I'm just gonna see maybe I can just take out Maul with Vader 1, maybe with if a full tree with Vader's Fury, maybe I can do the 10 damage to him maybe.
Okay.
So I went up there, almost swung it. I left him up on 1 health, like he was up on 1, so I didn't fully take him out. I think his next card, he pulls Shatterpoint. He goes, all right, I'm just going to go with Maul here. And it's like, okay. He's going to swing into a almost healthy Vader 1. All he had was the 2 damage from taking Vader dice against his attack. So he full on into Vader 1, but I still had... And I had an injury token on, but I still had 1 force where I could have still riposted him. So he goes.
I'm like, I see where this is going.
Yeah, he doesn't. I think he ends up his thing doesn't full tree. He's 1 short from wounding my Vader. So like my Vader's up on 1. I riposte him, kill Maul, and so it's like ends up I take the wound and I take his point because now I'm up and he's down. So I took his point on Maul's turn. And then think I think that just got me struggle 1, or it got me to where, like, on my turn, I just had it. Like, I had it automatic, so I could have just did whatever on my turn, and I just would have had, yeah. I think that's how it played out. And then I just put Moth, like, I think on a point, and then it happened to be one of the points I was going to be on. It was like, okay, so again, I kind of had a decent Struggle 2 layout as well. But this time I was able to just hold that, and then we were playing forever. And then we didn't hear straight. We were just playing for normal, and then we were playing. I was like, this has to be mission critical at this point, right? Because
yeah, the TO might have forgotten to tell you.
Yeah, like it probably would have ended like 10 or 15 minutes earlier if it's, but whatever. Because yeah, I had it, and it's like, oh, it is mission critical, so I'm okay. I win with this one. But
nice.
Yeah. Most part, it was a good game though. It was a fun game.
So I have to say, Dane's brother, I'm sorry about our game, because I don't know if, I mean, not saying I didn't play well. Like I played my list pretty good. Like we both played well for the most part, but yeah. Austin made a pretty key mistake on like his very first turn, and it essentially snowballed into me winning the first struggle, and then the same mistake happened again about mid-game, and I feel like that kind of like sealed the deal. Like I just was able to capitalize on it. It was Ahsoka's revenge trigger, because it's gotten better, and I think Austin had like forgotten about like the upgraded version, or I don't know. I'm not going to speak to his mental state. All I will tell you is what happened. So he brings Vader up because I won Prio again. I was also getting lucky. Like, to be clear, I also had very good dice rolls, like basically nonstop in this game, and I won Prio. And he made a mistake the same mistake twice against Ahsoka. So he brings Vader up and punts because I went first, I got Shatterpoint, and I was like, well, I'll just go with the 501st and take 2 points, because with strategic positions, it feels like if you can lock down 2 of the points early, like it seems to be giving you advantage. So I'm like, all right, I'll try it, even though they're squishy and there's a bunch of melee monsters on the other side of the board. Whatever, let's see what happens. Because again, he was, like you said, he was playing Vader Anakin instead of Vader Moth. So I was like, well, we'll see what happens. So I move him up. He comes up. He immediately knocks the 501st off the point. I think he had to have wounded him because of the Ahsoka trigger. So like he knocks him off the point, wounds them, but then he followed his shove, and that's what got him in trouble. Yeah. Because then I was able to full advance with Ahsoka, and then attack him. And I always I always start her on the Shien side with the shoves and the extra defense. So I was able to attack him, shove us both back, get me onto the point. He didn't take it from me, even though he got the wound. And then later in the game, there was an attack where he attacked in with his, he was playing with Phil's clones. And so he attacked in with Phil's clones, and I don't even remember who he attacked. It was like Snips, or... The problem is I have too many, this is the thing, you have too many Ahsokas on the field. Yeah. So I'm like, he attacked an Ahsoka. I don't even remember which Ahsoka. One? Yeah. But again, because Ahsoka has the jump, she was able to jump out of... Because it wasn't Ahsoka Jedi no more. It must have been Snips. So she
Jedi
jumps
no more can
out
jump
of...
back, right? She can jump up. Can Jedi no more jump from expertise? Because didn't you did that on our game, didn't you?
Oh yeah, she can, but this is the wound. This is the wound.
Oh yeah.
And
she
had to be. She had to be alive. She had to be alive, and she doesn't trigger off herself. Yep. So that's why I'm like, I know it wasn't Jedi no more. The problem is at one point I had all 3 Ahsokas on the same objective, so it's hard. It's hard to remember which one, but I'm pretty sure it was Snips. So he attacks Snips, takes him down. He would have flipped 2 objectives, but Jedi no more basically he was going to flip the objective that he was attacking into no matter what. Like, there was nothing I could do to stop that. And I was like, okay. But what I can do is I can jump Ahsoka Jedi No More off of that objective, go up to the objective that the Phil's clones are on, attack them back, and that attack essentially denied him from flipping both objectives. It was something like that. I might be missing some of the details. So, sorry, Austin, if I'm getting some of it wrong, because I am putting a lampshade on the misplay. But basically, it was the second time that Ahsoka Jedi No More Revenge Trigger just shut Austin down, and he was understandably, I think he was a little tilted at that point, because, like, fool me once,
no
shame on fool me once, fool me twice.
It's nasty. That's why I was trying to prevent it as much as I could in our game.
Yeah. So, and then it was just, I think the last, because we went to 3 struggles, and I think the last flip also just did him. Like, basically, those 2 misplays, plus my dice being a little above average, and then, like, the variance of the flips, like, he just, it felt like he was, like, he couldn't get back there, and so I took that one. So it happens.
But yeah, I don't know, but again, no complaints. I thought it was a fun event, just to change things up a little bit, instead of the same meta stuff we've been dealing with. So, I mean, the less restriction stuff, that was cool. It made for a fun list building thing, and it was fun.
Yeah, no, I had a great time. Like, I forgot how much fun it was to just play with, like, Rex and Ahsoka from the course. Like, I was playing mostly core set or at least wave 1, and I was like, wow, I forgot how much fun it was to play with these models. I miss you, friends.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. But yeah, no, it was well put together.
So next one I want to try. Are you ready for this, Andrew? I don't know if you were standing there when Austin and I were talking about it. What if you just did? And I got this idea from one of the other podcasts. Sorry, I don't remember which one, but somebody else was talking about this. You just remove the point system. You still have eras. Okay. You still have unique names. But you just bring a primary, a secondary, and support. Points don't matter. They're made up. They don't matter.
Points don't matter. Ooh, that could be fun too.
Because now you can do stupid stuff with some of the 7-cost primaries out there, like Vader.
Oh, yeah.
You're always drugged down by 7 points in Empire, and even sometimes I have this trouble when I'm putting together certain Rebel lists, because, like, sometimes I want to play, like, Freedom Fighter, Leia, and Luke, but then you get into, like, weird point cost problems, and I'm like, what if we just removed that? You can bring everything.
I mean, you may make Empire pretty dominating. Like, I don't know. Because normally maybe, but they have so many 7 primaries, right? Like, what, Thrawn, both Vaders.
Veers,
right? 7?
Isn't
yeah,
Veers?
Veers is 7. I think Veers is 7. Iden's 8. Krennic's 9.
Yeah, no, I think that's it. But still, I don't care.
Like, yeah,
it's for fun.
3 under Thrawn. Yeah, it's that could be fun too. I'd be down for it.
I mean, I'm here to find fun ways to play the game and different variants, and eventually we're gonna come up with some sort of narrative thing between the key operations and Battle on the Sands and this World Between Worlds. Like, what I want to do is I still want to create a World Between Worlds table that has, like, the elevated. I haven't made a lot of progress.
The mirrors you can go through, the
and then
portals.
Create portals for ingress points where they're, like, marked or labeled some way, and you just pop around the map, and it's gonna break everyone's brain. But I think it'll be fun.
It would be.
Yeah. So, speaking of alternate game modes, you and I got to play Battle on the Sands at Adepticon. I know it was Scotch T and Austin's first time.
Yeah.
So how how do we feel? Well, I mean, spoilers. Who won our battle on the sands, huh?
Think, yeah, I took that one. I took it this one. That was a lot. Yeah, it was a lot of fun though. It was. We learned Moff Gideon's a pretty solid primary to bring. It's pretty solid primary to bring into that format.
Yeah, counts as two bodies. Has a tiebreaker. No one is reserving when your force pool is only 3 or 4, so you're just done. Like, you get what you get, and you don't make a fuss.
And then throw 2 of them in the mix, and it's even worse. I mean, it stacks. I guess.
Right.
So I bring Moff in there, and then Austin brings Moff too, and then it's like, so I guess this thing stacks. So if you guys want to reserve, it's 3 force now, not 2.
Yeah, as we were talking about, and we did this on our podcast episode about Battle on the Sands, it definitely changes like what models are good, what kind of lists you bring. You want to think about stuff that affects everyone at the table, not just like one player.
Yeah. No, it definitely you definitely want that. You like it's seeming like you definitely want people that can refresh force for you is huge, I think, in this format. So like that, because that was the main difference between Austin and I's, right? He just brought Moff's box, right? It was just Moff, DTE, and the Dark Troopers. But I had what I played in the the World Between Worlds. So I had my Moff, Vader 3, and ISB. And Vader 3 was just an absolute beast. Like the whole he was bringing I was just annoying. Austin was my prey, right? He was the guy to my right. So I was just hounding his base with Vader 3, pulling people off, taking over, and then it was funny because then Moff, first, you went first, right? And then you were to my left, so then it was me. So my first turn, I pull Moff, Gideon. I just go immediately to the center point. And it's just, and then so that middle point, right? The what do they call it? The cache or spoils of war. Yeah, the spoils of war. It's he counts as 2 bodies, and he's a tiebreaker. So I just put him on. Then he's like, well, I'm just living here the whole game, I guess. So I held that middle point for 90% of the game with Moff, just Moff, just him on it, It just held it. It was like, oh, back. Well, I guess I'm refreshing a force now because it's back. I still own it. I'm gonna refresh another one. So you live there. Vader 3 is having that also refreshing force. I never had force issues once the whole game. And everyone else was just you guys were stuck forceless for half the game.
Yeah, I definitely want to plan an official Battle on the Sands, some kind of casual event where people will prep in advance and come up with lists, because it definitely feels like Jin feels really good. I feel like anything that brings you extra force, I bet Shock T is probably really interesting here with their Isis displacement, and Anakin. Oh man, Scotch T was kept dropping Anakin into my zone. I kept having to deal with Anakin, and I'm like, stop.
You were his prey, so
extra
Anakin
attacks. Because the strategy I was trying to do, although I was not doing a great job of it, is I try to just send one character to kind of deal with my prey, my prey's base, and then I try to keep everybody else kind of closer. But I didn't realize infiltrate, you basically just start on the spoils. I didn't to be clear, I didn't plan that. I was just well, what would be generically good and aggressive? So I brought Ahsoka, Ezra, and Rebel Commandos. I'm like, whatever. And then it says, well, deploy 3 from your primary. I was like, okay. So I deploy, and I'm like, wait, I'm on the spoils turn 1 and I'm going first. I'm like, I thought that was going to be a great start, and then
it probably would have been. It's just if I didn't pull Moff immediately after.
Well, okay, fair.
Yeah, it would have been fine. It just happened to pull him off first, like right off, and he just counts as 2, so it doesn't even matter. Like you have both your commandos on it, he just takes it. He counts as 2 and he tie breaks.
Yeah, yeah.
And,
I will say, like, fast forwarding to the end of the game, I think that was maybe my favorite moment. Unless
that was when I mean, well, no, because it just kind of, for the most part, it just kind of went as you go, right? It was just, we were fighting back and forth. But then, yeah, the end of the game is where the conniving, the manipulation really kind of keyed in.
Yeah, we manipulated ourselves, to be clear. So dear listeners, let me spin you a tale. So for most of this game, and admittedly, remember, I had just finished essentially bashing Austin pretty badly over the head with amazing dice rolls and Ahsoka Jedi No More. So the whole, like, as a reminder, you have a hunter who gets bonuses for attacking you. You have prey, obviously you get bonuses for attacking them. So hunter is the person to your left, or across the table. Don't worry about it, everyone.
Yeah.
Dane's brother will understand, or maybe he won't. The person to your right is your prey. Obviously, you get bonuses for attacking them. And then the person kitty corner from you, so not left or right, that's your ally of opportunity. And so you give them bonuses from your tactic cards ever so often. And they also, like, there's no animosity because you don't have to attack them and they don't need to attack you, although sometimes it's valuable to break that convenience. But Austin was having none of that for most of the game. He was like, I am not your ally. You stay away from me. I don't want anything to do with this. Like, no. I'm like, okay, fine. But then, at the end of the game, the tables turned, right?
Yeah, no, we had to, because the one dude was one away from winning, like...
Yeah. Yes.
Right.
Yep. So that happened.
Because you guys were kept focusing on like how to stop him from winning. I knew I had a play to win before that. With Vader, it just didn't happen to work out because Austin ended up wounding my ISB, so I couldn't get the easy win. Like I couldn't get the easy win when I wanted it with Vader. I ended up trying to wound his Dark Troopers, and I was one short of that.
Yeah. So the setup here, everyone, is this. So Andrew went over and was trying this very complicated, like he was gonna pull a model up, pull Moff Gideon off.
Yeah,
and then
I got his Moff off. Yeah.
Yeah, and then wound the unit, and it was a lot of back and forth between him and Austin, try to figure out the angle, try to make sure it was all correct. Like, I'm pretty sure Scotch T and I had a whole conversation about something else Star Wars while y'all were figuring this out. Then the table comes around, but Scotch T
I failed the wound. Yeah,
and then you're like 2 off.
I'm 2 off,
and
man.
so
yep.
I'm in the driver's seat with one of the tactic cards where it's like your ally gets to do something and you get to do something. If you're lost, everybody, the rules as recreated through community support, because we weren't supposed to find them anywhere or put them anywhere, so we just did it from memory. Don't worry about it. Listen to the earlier episode. It's close enough. I got that card, right? So Austin and I were gonna do something, and so we went into the tank for, I don't know what, 10 minutes trying to go, okay, if I move Scotch T's momentum 1, and then I take your base of operations, Andrew, from you and I was activating Rebel Commandos, so like I had in theory I had the ability to go and take the spoils from Austin, so I had to agree with Austin, hey, I'm not going to wound your Dark Troopers, because if I wounded your Dark Troopers, then Andrew
I would be 1 away from winning.
Yeah.
I was trying to get it, because Scotch T was, like, Scotch T before that, Scotch T was, like, he had his 501st, and the only thing he could do was stay on his base and try to Austin's DTE, and I was like, yeah, please go ahead, go do that. Like, you wound
Right?
DTE, I get a momentum. Goes like, go ahead. But it was
I love those mechanics. It's so much fun because you have to be careful. You're like, who am I giving a momentum to? What's going on? Okay. So we're going deep into the tank, talking about all these variables. Suddenly, Austin pulls me away from the table, and he's like, look. Just, if this happens, and this happens... And I'll be honest, Austin, I don't even remember the plan anymore because the plan completely failed on account of me not being able to get 2 boxes with a melee rebel commando. I'll get there. Don't worry, everyone.
Yeah.
I'll get there.
Yeah.
So... He's telling me this whole plan, and I'm like, okay, all right, we can do this. But the execution of the plan, which is the part I remember, because I don't remember, the part I don't remember is what Austin was gonna do after this point.
But because it was your tactics card that you were activating Rebel Commandos, right? So it was the one that which then gives Austin something to do after you're done.
Yeah, with his secondary. So basically, this is the Matrix play. This is what was supposed to happen. The Rebel Commandos were supposed to move at a certain angle so that they could shove his Dark Troopers off and not wound them. Notably, not wound them. I had to do exactly 1 damage and a shove because they're immune to pin. So I needed 3 boxes because I needed 2 shoves so I could do it, and they were on 5 damage out of 7. So, because of protection, I did exactly that. I shove them off. Yay, huzzah. I shoved my Rebel Commandos onto the point.
Yeah, but not at elevation, which was key.
Yes, not at elevation, Andrew. Mm-hmm. So then, the other attack. I have to attack your Moff Gideon. And all I need to do is, like... 2 boxes. I needed to do 2 damage to him, which he already had a pin, so it was like auto 2 damage, but I'm punching. So it's 1 fewer dice. And then, because I had no force, so no focus, I had to move attack. And then get the shove, because the shove would put me on your base so that I would score. I wasn't going to win, but we were trying to deny you points and deny... Scotch tea points, and I'm like, okay, we got this. It's 2 boxes, surely. Even in melee, because I had to move first was the key. I had to move into like maximum move and then attack.
You just had no force for defensive maneuvers. That's what you couldn't do.
Yeah. For commando doctrines, but same thing. But the focus would have helped maybe. I get 1 box.
You know, it's 6 dice in melee for Moff Gideon rolling 6 defense. It's tough.
I know. I get 1 box. So you keep your base. I do move the objective back, but Austin was like, "Oh no, it's okay. I got this. It'll be fine," because he does the things on his turn because he's still trying to defend his base from you, not realizing that Andrew, what could you just do instead?
Because I knew my last card was the tactic card to activate the secondary. So I basically had back-to-back Vader 3, because the turn before it was Vader 3's actual card. But I knew the last one was the tactic card to activate secondary one. And I was like, oh, wait, if things stay as they are right now, he's just going to dash himself, and then I can just move up to that middle point, and because you couldn't take my point, so I still got my base point. And then I'll just get the middle. I literally just need to walk up to the ladder, and that's it. Vader 3 takes the... So you guys are arguing. I was like, oh, don't take it. It was like, so we're just going to leave it as is. And I know Vader's just going to simply walk right up to the point. Just take it.
And you didn't even have to attack anybody.
Nope.
Like, Austin was so terrified that you were going to take out the Dark Troopers.
Yeah, because he was like, he knows, because... Yeah, he healed off his Dark Troopers, because like when I failed a wound before, because with your tactic card, the opportunity person, whatever, it gets to heal everything. So I was like, okay, cool. Well, doesn't matter though. I can just walk onto this other one and take 2 that way.
Yep.
and get it.
Yep. And so as soon as you picked up your model and started moving it towards the center, I was like, "What is he? Oh no!" Because I was like, "Isn't he gonna attack?" And then I was like, "Oh, no! The Dark Trooper's not on elevation, and the Rebel Commando's not on elevation, and there's a ladder right there." I'm like, "Oh."
Yep.
And then you did it, and I was like, "Oh, never mind."
Yeah, it's fun. That is the most fun of the game. You know, it's just the you know, playing around, mind games type of thing. You know, like it's that's I think what makes that's like the icing on the cake on for the Battle of the Sands type format. It's fun bringing the actual gameplay, but it's the behind the scenes type of stuff that makes it fun.
Absolutely. The politicking, like, I know some people, like, it gets a bad rap, and, like, I played Commander games where, the politicking got weird.
Yeah, a lot of it, same thing with it, yep.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, I really, so even though I've never played it, I have just listened to people talk about the symbiote, what's it called? Symbiote, whatever.
Yeah, I played that once. The Ultimate Encounter, symbiotic anxiety or something like that, or symbiotic, I don't know, something like that,
yeah. Well, anyway, just Todd's talked about it a lot. I've never even played it. At some point, I'm going to have to remember how to play MCP enough to just play that one time. But, like, you get all these upgrades and abilities and things, and I've just been waiting for them to do something like this with Shatterpoint. And I know it's still in beta, and it sounds like we got, like, an older version of the game, and they're still iterating and working, because it doesn't have a three-player mode yet.
That's true. Yeah, they want that or something like so there might be 3 and a 4. I don't know. It's they're still working on it, basically. Yeah.
Yeah, but bottom line, if you are feeling a little burnt out on the current meta, everyone, like, we had a blast today. Like, I had so much fun dusting off some models I haven't played in a while. So much so, I didn't even know my Padawan Ahsoka wasn't painted. I went to pull her out to, like, put her in the list, and I was like, oh, you're just primed. What did I... well, I don't have time. This was, like, at, like, midnight last night. I was still throwing stuff together. And I'm like, never mind. I guess I'm just going.
Yeah, it was kind of the same with my Padawans. I was like, okay, well, I had Kiati painted. I had Shakti painted. It's like, did I not just not paint you guys? Like, for whatever. I guess I'm just... Because they were primed, too. I was like, oh, I guess I just never got around to painting you guys. Because I just didn't use you. I don't know. I just used Kiati and Shakti, I guess, initially when they came out. And that was all I used out of that box.
Yeah, that actually sounds right. I don't know
sounds
if I
right,
ever played with Padawans.
Yeah, that was the first time I played with them. I never played with them.
See, there's so many things to play with, so I'm looking forward to the meta. We're gonna have updated cards. We're gonna
balance
have
updates.
New games.
A lot of stuff coming out. Hopefully we just get the player guys to just keep coming out more now. Like,
Sundays are hard. There's always lower.
Oh yeah, no, Sundays are hard. Usually they're hard for me too, but I had tomorrow off because I was supposed to be in Denver. So, but
that's right.
Yeah.
I keep forgetting. Yes, yeah. For those of you who maybe weren't paying attention to the Discord, we kind of just glazed over this, but yeah, Todd had some car trouble on the way to Denver, and so they did not get to attend the
Rocky Mountain Open.
Rocky Mountain Open. That's right. I was like, what's it called?
Who won that? It's got to be finished, right?
Oh no, it was Sarah Kroll and Mountain Mike in the finals, and I think Mountain Mike won. I don't know. I might be talking nonsense, but somebody was talking about it in one of the many Discords. Let's see. Yeah. Darth Poos says Mountain Mike took it.
Wow, good for him.
That's awesome.
Yeah, nice.
All right. So there we go. That you heard it here 2nd or 3rd or 4th, because it'll be Wednesday when this episode drops, assuming nothing else goes wrong. Knock on wood, Todd.
Yeah, right.
Nothing else needs to go wrong this week.
Yeah, I hope not. Yeah.
Let's see. Happy thoughts. Final thoughts. So we kind of talked about our favorite part of Battle on the Sands. I think we kind of talked about our favorite world between worlds stuff. Are there any closing thoughts you have on any of the game variants, or I don't know, key operations? I want to call them Ultimate Encounters. No, they're Legendary,
Galactic Legends. Yeah, those are fun too. I didn't get a chance to play the Vader and Luke one at Adepticon. I think that's the one things I didn't get to do there. But I'm sure those are going to be super cool too. The other four are pretty sweet.
Yeah.
So I'm sure Vader and Luke. That's again more stuff to look forward to. You know, it's not dead. The game's not dead, so just more stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. The game is dead. Long live the game, guys. No, we got lots of space to explore and to try new things, and I had a lot of fun. Even though I picked up some Legion models kind of on a discount today, but I'm still like,
too. Some good clearance stuff. But
I want to play more Star Wars. I want to play all the Star Wars, but mostly like Shatterpoint is still my first and foremost. I had so much fun today.
Same. Just for the way the weekend went. At least this was a chill, fun day. At least you get to play some games. At least. Would have been nice to hang out with Mike and all, and all them out there, but, whatever. Stuff happens. It's all good. We had a good day. We had a good, fun day today, so.
Yeah, good.
No complaints.
Good fallback play. Hey, I hate to say it, but I'm like, it would have just been Scotch T and I apparently hanging out, playing Shatterpoint all day.
That's sad. Like, we gotta, just. Keep
it's a
coming
tough
out,
weekend.
guys, please. Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's all right. We got Matt's event coming up soon.
That's true. Yep.
Yeah, so that'll be a good event. We'll have the Order 66 June 6th event for the end of the league. So we've got some stuff upcoming. I'm gonna try and put together. I'm thinking I can do it on Friday. I want to try and do another meetup besides Wednesdays, just because I know some people can't make it. So I'm gonna try. Well, by people, I mostly mean me.
Yeah, that's just hard to come out to the North Phoenix store during the week, man. That's just because the traffic is just so tough getting out there.
Well, and maybe I'll try something besides North Phoenix. Like, I've got some ideas. I gotta figure out. I gotta make it out to Black Banner. I haven't even been to Jared's place yet, and I'm like, I'm sorry, Jared. I promise I will come there. It's just so far away from me.
Yeah, but that's my side of town, so that's become my kind of new home lately. It's that Black Banner.
Yeah, I know. The worst thing that's happening to us in Phoenix is we have too many places to play and too many people we want to play games with. It's such a terrible problem, Andrew.
I know, right? So, oh man, boo.
Right. Yeah. Well, I think that brings us to the end. Let's see. Let's see if I can be I gotta be the Todd here. So, thank you everyone for listening to this episode of Momentous Struggle, a Star Wars, Shatterpoint, and other games podcast. If you would like to support us, of course, leaving a like on the YouTube channel, subscribing, leaving a review for the podcast if you're on your podcast platform of choice, all helps us out and is free and does not take very long, so please do it. If you would like to support some of our other endeavors, like Todd almost making it to Denver to stream Shatterpoint for you, basically all of our Patreon funds go towards the equipment and the streaming and the costs, and let me tell you, it doesn't cover all of the costs. So please, if you would like to support us and want to do so with your wallet, we do have a Patreon. It will be linked in the show notes. If you are looking for more information on Battle on the Sands, World Between Worlds, or I don't know, cute bunny pictures, because we get so many bunny pictures. You are welcome to join our Discord. It will always be free. We do have some parts of it that are for the Patreon supporters, but most of the time, I'll be honest, we just talk in the main chat anyway. We kind of only talk about some behind the scenes back there. But once again, those are the ways you can support us, and also just come and say hi and come and play some Shatterpoint with us, right? That said, may the Force be with you.
Long live the Empire.